Hello. Happy Tuesday. Is it only Tuesday? Wow. Happy Tuesday. Oh man. I over exercised. Okay. I did a lot of jumping when I was running this last time. So my lower back was sore. So this time around, this evening around, I ate dinner first, and then I had plenty of rest, and then now I'm recovered. Okay. So yeah, it's just fatigue. I didn't injure my back. It's just fatigue, my lower back. I did a lot of jumping. Okay, how many times? 5 times, I guess. Like jumping with 2 feet, about what, 2 to 3 feet above the ground when I was running. Sometimes I do that because it's fun. It's good for my muscle and whatever. Yeah. Okay, so when I was taking a break after dinner this evening, yeah, I was staring at this whiteboard. I was lying down under the floor, and it's getting hot. So let me open the window. So I just lie down sideways and playing with these whiteboards on the floor, leaning against the bookshelf back there. And I think I got it. Okay, yeah, there was some error previously. Okay, let's get back. Let's give Professor Alfred Marshall a credit. Okay, I think Marshallian uh, demand supply theory it's wrong, but there's some good in there. Okay, so it goes like this, right? You have what? Price, dollar, right? And then you have quantity. We do use this number sign, right? So they have like what supply curve that goes like this and demand curve goes like this, meaning when price is the independent variable input, and quantity is like dependent variable like x and y, so input output. And this is what supply curve, this is demand curve, right? I mean, if I remember correctly. So as price go down, there are more demand, and as price go up, there will be more supply, which is quite consistent with our transactional demand theory, which, in our opinion, is better model. Okay, so and when two curve meets, yeah, there is the price. There's price equilibrious price, which is not such a bad model. Okay, and it's not too wrong. Okay, but the place where Professor Marshall erred is that demand and supply they could be independent, okay, but they are also dependent as well. So you cannot have these two separate curve. That's where it's wrong. Okay, that's where Professor Marshall erred. Okay, but his intuition is correct. If price go up, there will be more supply. Other, if there's is monopoly situation, if I'm the only producer seller, then yeah, most likely I will work more hours, or I will hire more people and make more products to make more money, to create more jobs, right? I don't have to do that, but most people do it. Okay, so and as price go down, yeah, more people will be will afford will be able to purchase this product. So yeah, there will be more transactional demand. But this model is too simplistic, and also it's wrong in the sense that demand and supply they are not totally independent like that. Sometimes they are independent. We'll see. Okay. Now I'm getting cold, so I gotta close the window. I'm hypersensitive about temperature. Really, I'm really sensitive about temperature. Okay. I guess I mean I am sensitive in general, except other people's feelings. I'm not sensitive about that at all. But yeah. But otherwise, I'm very sensitive kind of guy. Okay. So I want you to unlearn everything you learned in economics class. Okay, just like Yoda said to Luke Skywalker, unlearn, just wash your brain, okay? Yeah, now your brain is washed. I will just wash your brain away, okay? We're gonna have to end this quickly because my, my lower back pain is coming back, okay? So I need to lie down, okay? So we could make this as quick as possible, but I have to share this with you because it's quite exciting, okay? So, okay. We just use blue, so we're gonna use the nice brown. Okay. Quantity dollar. Okay. For simplicity, we're gonna just say when you give out the pasta for free, we'll just say that's the demand capacity. That's the maximum demand for simplicity's sake. Okay, so that's your demand capacity. Okay, and there's the ultimate price, upper limit. Okay. After that, we just assume it evens out for simplicity's sake. Okay. Yeah, it actually goes to the left. More, or, yeah, because if you start bribing your customers, there will be more people. Trust me, right? But eventually even out because population is limited as of today. I mean, today's population is just that. Yeah, babies keep being born, but they're not gonna. This newborn baby, they're not gonna just walk to your store and buy shit. Okay, so eventually you even out. Okay, because there are only so many people in your locality on Earth. Okay. All right. Now, I don't even know where to start. Okay, so because after the dinner, I took about what 1 hour break, I guess. I think just lying down on the floor, interacting with the whiteboard down there, and I learned so much, so many things. But let's just pick a point where I want to use orange. I love orange. I love all colors, but I love orange. I love orange, the fruit, the color. I love orange. Let's say you are like here, okay? The profit maximization point, okay? So this your price, and this is your transaction demand, relative demand, okay? Large big D is that's the absolute demand. That's all the people in the world who want your pasta. But depending on the price, some people can buy it, some people can't. Because they just don't have enough money to buy your pasta. Okay? So that's the difference between absolute demand and relative demand, transactional demand. The transactional demand is the demand actually leads that the kind of demands that actually lead to transaction or purchase. Okay, The rest, they're just wishful thinkers. They want your pasta, but they cannot buy it because it's too expensive for them. Okay? All right. Later on, we'll do some advanced transactional demand theory, where this curve won't be linear like that. It will be two-dimensional. Second order. It will be parabolic. And then we'll prove, like we did a year ago, about we'll prove Sam Walton theorem. Okay, where if this curve is parabolic, then actually the maximum profit level actually is less than half. Okay, lower price, the cutoff price. That's actually where the profit maximization actually happens. Okay, we call it Sam Walton theorem. Yeah, Walmart. We can call it Walmart theorem. Okay, we proved that. Actually, we did it last year. Okay, but we'll revisit it. All right, because it's very interesting. Why is parabolic curve instead of straight curve? Because of the population distribution, the demographic according to the salary level. Okay, because it's not like there's one person who make $10,000 a year and one person who make $20,000 a year, one person who makes $30,000 a year. The salary distribution, salary demographics, financial demographics, it's not even. Okay, actually, it's what I'm trying to say is you have salary, right? You have zero salary and you have say 100K salary. Okay, if this model is pyramidal, straight line pyramidal, you have one person here and two people. I'm sorry, it's the other way. Pyramidal. Okay, just triangular. One person make. We don't have to do this now, but if everybody makes the same, I mean, my goodness, you have 100K, right? Just bear with me, just for 1 second. 10K, 20K, 30K a year. If for each slot of salary, if there's just one person, if that's the case, then yeah, this linear model is correct. But if a lot more people make very little money and only very few people make 100K a year, only a few are rich, and as you go down the salary level, there are more and more people. If that's the case, if this is linear kind of distribution, then the demand transactional demand curve should be parabolic. It should be second order because it's a summation of the integration of that. Okay, we'll deal with that later because that's just a little bit more calculus involved. Okay. Yeah, we'll do some series, summation, sigma summation, that kind of stuff, and we'll do that, and also we'll do that's more discrete level, like sequence series, but more continuous level. Yeah, we can do calculus. We'll do both, okay? But that comes later. That's advanced transactional demand theory, okay? Right now, you don't even have to think about it, okay? So this will make a very nice class or very nice paper, academic paper. Well, most likely I'm not gonna write it. Why don't you write it and get Nobel Prize for economics? Okay, so go ahead and do it, okay? But yeah, so we have Marshallian supply demand curve, okay? And now we have a transactional demand curve theory, okay? So I think it's fair to call it Marshallian supply demand theory. Okay, even though he didn't name it that way because I guess he was kind of humble guy. Me, I'm humble too. I mean, yeah, I'm running for president, but just I'm not. I don't have big ego. I'm not a narcissist, egotist. No, so I wouldn't name the theory that I discovered after my own name. No, I don't do that. But if you name one of these theories after my name, yeah, go ahead and do it. I'm okay with that. Even great honor. But you don't have to. Okay? You don't have to. Alright? But yeah, feel free. Alright? You can do whatever. Alright? Ah, my goodness. Ah, as long as I have this, as long as I live in Alaska and I have this vodka with all these edible plants, I'm happy. I'm in heaven. That's so good. I mean, especially this puffball mushroom vodka because I never had this before. First time. Because I learned about puffball being edible last year. So last year I didn't make any vodka. I just ate it. I picked a couple. That was it. Fantastic. Okay. So for now, it's linear, okay? It's not just linear, it has this curve of -1 slope, okay? -1 is the slope. All right. Let's say we only have one curve. One curve, actually, it corresponds to roughly, not necessarily, okay? Economics, it deals with human beings. We humans, we are diverse. Economics is not like mathematics or physics, which has very few exceptions. You know, law or theorem or rule. It does have some exception, but very few, right? Because they are dealing with inanimate objects, physics, mathematics. Physics deal with objects, matters, energy, space, time. Mathematics, it deals with numbers. That's it. Okay? Some space, some time, but they kind of came from physics. But that's more applied mathematics, right? But look at number theory, just numbers. I mean, a variable, you can call it time, or you can call it x-axis, or ice axis. Yeah, time is just label. Space, again, just label. But mathematics is very pure. It's very general. Okay, it has very few exceptions, right? But economics, we are dealing with people. So there's huge diversity of characters, personality, religion, politics. So uh, economics, there's a lot of exception, Okay, so this one transactional demand curve, Z curve, okay, kind of lazy Z, right? It roughly corresponds to popularity of your pasta, your product, and the reputation of your restaurant. Okay, roughly, not always. Okay, so and we talked about that last time, right? So I'm not gonna go back, reiterate, okay, because we gotta move on. All right, so let's say at given time, given week, day, hour, yeah, your reputation, your business reputation, and the popularity of your pasta is fixed, right? Given months, okay. So you have this pasta price $10, and only 10 people come, one person, one pasta a day, okay. So yeah, you produce 10 pastas and you sell them all, okay. Uh, So at that point, yeah, supply is equal to demand. You make 10 pastas and you sell out 10 pastas. So supply is equal to demand. Again, because you adjust as a producer, seller, you adjust your supply level to the demand level. Okay? That's why supply and demand, they cannot be the separate curve. It's a wrong way of thinking. Okay? It's very important that you realize that. All right? I will. Professor Alfred Marshall, yeah, he went to Cambridge. He was professor in Cambridge. As far as I know, I may be wrong, but he's a human being. Yeah, there are what millions of economists, billions of people who studied this theory, and not a single one pointed out that error until now. Can that happen? Yeah, I know it's not likely, but can it happen? Yes. In a way, that's kind of miracle, right? But we are humanologists. We believe in miracles, okay? Because we are also very religious people. We are Davidans, okay? This humongous number of people over humongous years, over a century. Yeah, we defeated them all. This one gigantic mass of people, economics student, economists, PhDs, Harvard, Yale, MIT, Stanford people, Cambridge, Oxford. We defeated them all. All of them combined, well, they're not as good as us. We are smarter than all of them combined. We believe in that shit, okay? We believe in miracles. Well, thinking about it, I think I might become the president in 2021 January because I think it is possible. I know it's not likely, but I think it's possible. Okay, I mean, look what's happening to us now. We found an error in this Alfred Marshall's demand and supply theory. Isn't that a miracle? Yeah. If that can happen, yeah, I think I can be the president next year. Because we have seen miracles happening here. Okay? So yeah. Yeah, it can happen. Yeah, I'm not running for president because I have big ego. It's just because I think that I can save the world. Okay, and there's nobody else who can do better than I can. Okay, yeah, I know what it sounds like. It sounds like narcissistic, egotistic, egomaniacal, but I think that's true. Okay, so that's why I'm running. Okay, so I don't think I have a very big ego. I'm a very humble person. I'm just a lot. I'm very ambitious. All right, so but it doesn't have to translate to me having a big ego because I don't. Okay, so okay, we're gonna take a break, but I give you an assignment. All right, so demand equals supply on this curve. Okay, but you can have oversupply situation. Maybe you are fantasizing about, oh maybe, oh maybe if I make more pasta, maybe the more people will come. Big mistake, right? But and okay, so business mistake. Okay, business miscalculation, whatever you call it, and underproduction situation where there's some drought. So there's this shortage of wheat, or you use 9 grain pasta, and there's some shortage of some of those grains. So there's just not enough raw pasta, that dry pasta that you can buy from Walmart. So you have to decrease your production level. Okay, then what happens? Okay, that's my question to you to think about and to answer. Okay, I give you a chance to answer. Okay, so we'll take a break. Okay, so yeah, think about it. Undersupply, oversupply. So yes, demand and supply, they are not necessarily dependent. They can be independent. Okay, but what happens next? You will relate back to the relation, tight relationship between demand and supply. Okay, so demand and supply, they are not independent variables. They are very much dependent. Yeah, temporarily, yeah, they can be independent, deviate from each other, but I don't want to give you out too much, give you away too much. So yeah, think about this. Okay, so what happens? All right, yeah, you supply too much, or you supply too less this time. Next, what happens? Okay, in these two scenarios. So yeah, think about it. Okay, and then answer me after a break. Okay, so okay, take 5. Okay. Let's take a break from not mathematics, but economics. Mathematical economics. Okay, let's take a break from this. The two topics I want to talk about. First, uh, do you know how like precious metal, like gold, silver, or iron, aluminum, or precious gemstones like diamond, sapphire, ruby, emerald. Do you know how they get made? They get made under the ground, not on the surface, but deep down under the ground, like us. Okay? Unknown, unseen, unheard of, underdogs, under the ground, with intense heat and pressure. That's what makes this dirt, out of this dirt, it become diamond, it become gold, under intense pressure and heat, under the ground, underdog. When we are unknown, we are not celebrate this, okay? That's how diamond and gold, a character, good personality, that's how it develops, okay? So yeah, pain and suffering, that's a good thing, okay? As an underdog, okay, it makes us a better person. Also, if you exercise, yeah, there's a lot of heat and pressure, right? Yeah, that's what makes your diamond kind of body muscle builder as a man, okay? As a woman, yeah, diet and exercise, but not much muscle, but cardio, martial arts, dancing, healthy diet. It's not easy, but yeah, that's what makes you a very beautiful woman. If you're a woman, if you are born as a woman, okay. So nowadays, you have to be careful, right? You have to be born as a woman, okay, to be a woman. You cannot be a woman by some surgery, hormone therapy. That's misguided passion, okay. So yeah. Woman should be womanly, and man should be manly, and nobody should be gay, okay. So, all right. The other thing I want to talk about is tariff. Tariff is equal to tax. Okay, President Trump he raised tariff against China. Chinese people they are not going to pay for it. No, it will be American people who's going to pay for it because they will simply raise the price. Chinese people, yeah, they're not stupid. They're very business savvy people. They'll just raise the tariff. I mean, raise the price according to the hike, raise or increase of the tariff. They'll just raise price of Chinese products. And who's gonna pay for that raised tariff? American Americans like you and me. Taxpayers. So tariff is nothing but a disguised tax to enrich Mr. President Trump and his daughter Ivanka Trump and his son-in-law Jared Kushner. Okay, that's how they are gonna get all the funds for their stupid programming, foreign travel, luxury, just clothing, jewelry. Yeah, that's President Trump's strategy. He doesn't want to raise the tax. He want to disguise it. He call it tariff. It will come out of American taxpayers' money. That's what it is. Tariff is nothing but a disguised tax. And yeah, he lowered business tax because he want to get the vote from the Republicans, rich businessmen. So, but not from us though, because my tax actually increased. I'm middle income, so yeah, he increased the tax from the middle income, middle class like me, non-business business person like employees like me, because he was never employer. I mean, he was never employee. President Trump, he was always employer. So all his friends and family, they're all employers. So yeah, they want to take money from employees and give to employers because that's him, his friends and families. I need you to know this. Okay, so because us, the rest of us as employees, so our income tax went up because ever since he became the president, yeah, I start owing government money every year during the tax season. No refund, but I owe like what, 600, $500, and I had to write a check to the IRS. So he did not reduce reduce tax for me, middle income people. He reduced tax for business people, rich people. Okay, that's him. All right. So I mean, look, think about it this way. Yeah, he raised the tariff against China. Then it's people like me who's gonna suffer. Because I go to Walmart because that's what I can afford. And now all the Chinese imports will be expensive. Rich people like President Trump and his friends and family, they are not gonna suffer because they don't go to Walmart. They buy all American product or European product. They don't get affected. And even if he raised tariff against Europe, he will still be able to afford it, his friends and his family, because they are all rich people. So they don't care about us. Okay, they're very selfish individuals. Okay, well, that's that. Okay, so again, I'm not a communist. I'm not even Democratic Party candidate. I'm Republican Party candidate. Okay, but I'm not rich. Okay, I'm not an employer. No, I'm not a businessman. I'm just hand to mouth, paycheck to paycheck kind of employee. Okay, that's why. Okay, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying like it is. All right. Now, what happens? Scenario number one, oversupply. Scenario number two, undersupply. What happens next in each scenario? I give you like 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds each because it's very simple question. Okay. Yeah, give me some arrow, one arrow each. I give you like 30 seconds. How about that? I still haven't got that fruit fly. Okay, so I guess my kung fu sucks. My martial arts really sucks. I cannot even catch this fruit fly. They kind of have blunt head, so I call them ninja turtle. Ninja turtle fruit flies, mosquitoes, ninjas. Fruit flies, ninja turtles. Because they have blunt, round head. But they are both ninjas. Okay, your time is up. All right, so yeah, it's easy, right? Oversupply, right? Yeah, you have to drop the price because you're mistaken. Your pasta is no more popular than last week. So even if you make more pasta, not more people will come to your restaurant, given that you keep the price level the same, because your popularity it didn't change. So the only way you can get rid of this pasta is to reduce the price. Then you will sell all the pasta that you made, all the extra pasta that you made, if you give it some discount. Okay? Now, undersupply level, undersupply scenario. Yeah, there was this strike of farmers or drought, flood, hurricane, earthquake, whatever. So not many wheat is available. So and you don't want to quite raise the price yet, but you have you have a fixed budget, so you have to buy less pasta material, raw material pasta. You have to buy less because it's just too expensive because there are not many wheat available due to natural disaster or strike or maybe political war in some other region. Whatever, right? Yeah. So you make less pasta. Oops, what do? Now you can raise the price. You don't have to. Some people don't. Let's say if you refuse to raise the price, then what happens? Uh, there will be economic inefficiency. Why? Because you are not changing the price because you're kind of Democratic Party, liberal, so you don't want to raise the price. You don't want to change the character of your restaurant. You want everybody coming to your restaurant, rich people, poor people. You are egalitarian. Maybe you are politically neutral and independent. Okay, unaffiliated, unassociated. Okay, undeclared. Okay, so yeah, you love this mixture of rich people, poor people in your restaurant. You love the diversity of rich people and poor people. Okay, sometimes they interact. You think it's beautiful thing. Rich people, poor people getting along together in your restaurant. You think, and you rightfully so. You believe that your restaurant is also serving a very good social function by mixing this poor people and rich people all coming together in your restaurant and getting along. Okay? So yeah, you refuse to be elitist, like gentrification kind of gentrified. So yeah, you refuse to raise the price. Then what happens? Economic inefficiency, like waste of time. Because people will now line up in your restaurant to get your pasta. You used to make 10 pasta and 10 people still want it. But now it's first come, first served because you only make 5 pasta dishes. So 5 people, they go empty-handed. What a waste. They came all the way here to your restaurant and they go empty-handed. They wasted their time and gas money. And also their emotional cost. Oh man, I came all the way here and you don't have pasta for me? Bullshit. I call that bullshit. And they start to fight and still, like, come on. Okay, so it's no good. Okay? Because you wasted everybody's time because now they line up. Even before you open your restaurant, there's a long line. And only you can fit only 5 people. And those 5 people who get to eat your pasta, they came very early and they've been waiting for hours for your pasta. Like, what? Black Friday or what is that? Was it Black Friday? Some sales event. I've never been to those places, but at those times. But yeah, some sales event, right? Yeah, long line, right? Yeah. So that can happen to your restaurant, and you are wasting everybody's time, including those 5 people who actually get to eat your pasta. And still, you wasted their time, right? So yeah, and you feel bad too. You feel bad wasting all these people's time. Some restaurant owners, they don't care. They don't give a fuck. Okay, so they insist on just one restaurant, one family business, and they don't do franchise. And so every single big city in the United States have at least one of those restaurants where it's a family business and they don't franchise, so there's long line, like 1 hour at least waiting line. Okay, I've been to one in Los Angeles, California. It's a hot dog joint, something like Pinkies or something. I don't remember, but I did wait for at least 1 hour to get this couple of hot dogs. It was good. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, a better way to deal with that kind of undersupply situation, more economically efficient way, and also what most business people do, most, not everyone, but most business people do, sellers, producers, they raise the price, of course, and that's a good thing. Why? Because once you raise the price, you are being efficient economically. There's no more economic waste or waiting time, long line. Okay, yeah, I mean, only the rich, only the wealthy people will come to restaurants. So your patron population, your patron set crowd, yeah, you change. You this higher price of your pasta will end up changing the kind of people who come to your restaurant. It will be only rich people. You will feel sad, but in a way, it's not too bad because you are not wasting these rich people's time. You are also not wasting poor people's time or their money either because they are not going to come to your restaurant and go empty-handed. They are not going to wait in long line either. Okay? You feel bad about poor people who cannot afford your expensive pasta, but hey, you're teaching them a lesson. Okay, you want my pasta? Well, study, get a better job, better career, and then you can come because you'll be making more money. You'll be able to afford it. Again, you are still playing some social, positive social, constructive social function. You're teaching them a lesson. You want my pasta? Yeah, go ahead and make more money and come back. Okay, it's education, all right. So award, punishment, that kind of stuff. So it's nothing bad. Okay, you are still serving the society with some social lesson, positive function. So yeah, it's the basically now the supply is the number one input independent variable. It supply drives the price. Lower supply level drive up the price. Oversupply level drive down the price, like depress the price. Under supply, it heightens the price, raises the price. Okay, and this okay, we aired somewhere in the last episode. Okay, I will point that out. Okay, where we aired yesterday. Okay, but for now, it's this. Okay, relative supply, absolute supply. We don't really need to make that distinction. Okay, there's demand, transactional demand, and then there's absolute demand. Small d, large d, yes, but it's not too necessary that we distinguish between small s and large s. Okay, supply is just supply. Okay, it's not necessary to have two kinds of supplies like relative supply, absolute supply, transactional supply, absolute supply. It's not that necessary. Okay, so okay. Here we have supply is less than demand. Here you have supply is more than demand, right? This is something I haven't thought about. Okay, so looks like supply minus demand. It seems when supply is more than demand oversupply situation, you are producing too more pasta, then price will go down, right? It doesn't have to, but most likely it will. 90% it will, okay? When you produce less pasta than demand level, 10 people want your pasta and you are making only 5 pasta, okay? Price doesn't have to go up, but 90% of producers, sellers, restaurant owners, they will 90% of them will raise the price because they can make more money without working more hours. Without working more hours, they can make more money. So 90% of sellers, producers, business people, they will raise the price. 90% of them, at least. Yeah, there will be a few people, okay, who kind of resist, which we appreciate, all right? Because humans, yeah, they have different values, different religions, different politics, different personalities, okay? Yeah, that's the exception, but 90% of people will raise the price. Would I? Yes. Why? Because it's more economically efficient. Because I would feel bad about people who wait long line and then go empty-handed because we sold out. I would feel very sorry about that. So I would rather raise the price so that everybody who comes here with their own gas money, with their own driving commute time to my restaurant to have this pasta, everybody who comes get one. As opposed to 10 people come, 5 people go empty-handed, wasting their time, gas money, and feeling bad, disappointed, emotional cost. I would feel very bad about that. But if I raise the price, at least the only people who can afford my pasta will come. The rest, they won't come. So they will not be disappointed. They may, they may start hating me. But hey, whatever. At least they didn't waste their time or gas money and get disappointed. Okay, so S minus D up here will be positive because S is bigger than D. But price go down, right? So this is left hand side, right hand side, you have price. That is delta price, right? And we have to put minus there because this guy is negative, big, no, positive, big minus D, small d, it will be positive, but delta P is negative. So positive, how do you make negative? Yeah, put minus sign there. Then they are equal. Okay? Down here, you are supplying less than demand, so price will go up. I mean, most likely, most of times, most cases, 90% of the time. Okay. Yeah, price will go up. So this delta P is positive. Okay. But S minus D, that's small minus big, so it will be negative. So how do you make it positive? Yeah, put minus sign there. Okay. So then D minus S is delta P. Okay. This is different from the equation that we came up with last year, because last year we didn't quite get it right. We made some progress last year when we are for the very first time talking about transactional demand theory. We kind of made some error there, but now we are correcting it. This is a more correct equation than what we came up with last year. Okay? Because by now we know more about mathematics. So yeah, learning mathematics helps greatly. This isn't some higher mathematics, but at least we are being more mathematically rigorous. We started to prove things. Okay? Yeah, good. We're making good progress here. So yeah, big demand, small supply, it will drive up the price. Okay? Small demand and big supply, it will depress the price. So yeah, it coincide with, jive with, agree with our commonsensical intuition about supply, demand, and price. Very good, very good. Okay, yeah. I mean, technically, you should say proportional too, but it's just constant difference. So we just equalize it, okay? Because we can always scale back and forth and adjust the scaling and get rid of the constant multi- multiplicand, okay? So or additive, whatever, okay? So yeah, so this is the concept, okay? Excuse me, but we want to be a little bit formal about it, okay? So we want to formalize this, formally, mathematically prove this. No problem, no problem, okay? How? I mean, all we need is you have this curve 0 and curve 1, curve 2, right? And you subtract between two curves, two equations. We'll do it, okay? We'll do it. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, let's do it, okay? So we assume that this curve here is straight line with -1 slope, okay? I give you informal proof, all right? So it's -1, so it's 45-degree each, right? Now, so this triangle is 45 degrees, a right triangle, and it's also isosceles with two equal sides. Because we posited that the slope is -1, okay? So yeah, d u actually they are equal, okay? Just different unit. One is for dollar, one is for number, okay? Yeah, but they're two different quality. Number of people, number of pasta, and dollar figure. They're two different quality. They're qualitatively different entities. Okay, so that's why without using any generality, yeah, we can say we can pick this arbitrary negative slope and as one, -1. Okay, so if that's the case, yeah, this small triangle right here, green triangle, it will be also isosceles, right triangle. Okay, so yeah, this vertical side of this small right triangle will be equal to this horizontal side of this right triangle because they are isosceles and they're right triangle. Okay, so yeah, delta p, which is horizontal side, will be equal to s minus d minus, okay, because there's this height of this triangle, okay, so there's s minus d absolute value, okay, and horizontal base, it will be delta p. We just informally proved it. Okay, that's that. We proved it in a geometrical fashion because this is algebraic geometry. Okay, something like that, Cartesian geometry, whatever. Okay, so yeah, Cartesian geometry, Cartesian algebra, algebraic geometry or geometric algebra. I don't know how you call it, but this great contribution of Rene Descartes, he kind of combined algebra and geometry. Okay, so in this two-dimensional or three-dimensional space, yeah, you're combining geometry because you have triangle, circle, right, and you have algebra too. Because what is equation for circle? X squared plus y squared is r squared. Okay, yeah, that's a great contribution of this French philosopher and mathematician Rene Descartes. He combined algebra and geometry. Okay, you can express a geometric figure like line, circle, with algebraic equation. Okay, yeah, he's a great, one of the greatest mathematician ever. We'll take a break, okay? So, let me give you one homework assignment, a quiz, before we go to a break. So we have this, right? I cannot think of anything, so just take a break without homework, okay? So just take 5, okay? Yeah, you earned it, alright? So take a break. Okay, I feel no back pain, so I guess yeah, I took two ibuprofen pills, so I guess my back is now healed completely. Okay, so yeah, yeah. If you exercise, you are very resilient. You heal fast. Okay, so yeah, do exercise. It's sometimes yeah you get sore muscle, sore tendon, whatever, but you heal very fast. How many hours do it take for me to heal? Maybe 3 hours. Yeah, I started to feel the back pain about 3 hours ago. Okay, so yeah, it didn't take too long to heal. If you diet and exercise, so by all means, diet and exercise. Okay. Yeah, you may over exercise sometimes. You may get hurt a little bit, but uh, you heal very fast too. So and actually, you get stronger. Okay, it's a micro fissure, micro tear, micro injury. Okay, it's recoverable injury. Actually, it strengthens you. Okay, so yeah, like secular wisdom, no pain, no gain, right? So okay, what's next? Let me peep at that whiteboard earlier. Okay, we are done with just thinking about one curve. Okay, so let me write this down because this is kind of important. We call this. We'll name this equation. Okay. Actually, we're gonna name this a theorem because we proved it informally, but we did still prove this. Okay, so I'm gonna bring back my cell phone and take a picture of this, and I'll write it down. Okay. Yeah. We verbally, orally proved this. Okay. So. Yeah. Okay. Nice picture, really. Very pretty. I'm not gonna take picture of my legs, my hairy legs. It's not that pretty. It looks pretty when I wear some tight pants, but I'm not gonna wear stockings. No, I'm not transvestite. No, that's not even funny. We call this demand supply price theorem. We call it DSP theorem. Okay. DSP theorem. Okay, or demand supply price theorem. So I have to draw this in my notebook. Oh boy. I got a mosquito bite. Again, those mosquitoes, they are ninjas. Okay, that's that. We are doing economics. We are not doing mathematics. Okay, so we are not very formal about this proof. We just verbally, orally prove it. Okay, not written language. We don't spell it out because we are not doing mathematics. Okay, let's take advantage of that. We don't have to be too formalistic. We are doing economics, not mathematics. Okay, so we'll kind of be relaxed. We just enjoy. Okay, so one of my favorite TA when I was in computer science, one of my favorite TAs, he was graduate student, PhD. I think he was PhD. I'm not sure. Maybe master's degree. I don't know. He was teaching assistant in this computer programming language. I think it was Java class. Probably Java computer programming language class, and then yeah, he said, yeah, you undergrads. Yeah, I was undergrad once, and you study very hard, but once you become a graduate student, you just go to these events and grab napkins. Yeah, that's kind of what we are doing here. Okay, we are doing economics, not mathematics. So you're informal. We are just enjoying, relax. Grab a napkin. Okay, so yeah, he's cool. Very cool gentleman. When I was undergrad, taking this computer science class, he was teaching assistant. Okay, very cool guy. Yeah, and when he was the teaching assistant in this Java class, I was kind of the borderline between A and AB. Okay, because it was earlier years in my computer science major. So, and I found this female professor. She made a mistake when she scored this midterm exam. She gave it wrong answer. It was a multiple choice answer, but she gave it wrong answer. And I talked to this professor, hey, this is wrong, and I proved it. And she was like, yeah, I get it, but hey, it's too much headache to correct this error. We have to do all this rescoring, so let's just let it go. I was like, professor, but I'm on the very borderline between A and AB, so this one question it can determine my score. I mean my GPA grade. So and you made a mistake, so why don't you correct your mistake? And she was like, you know what? You're so stubborn. It was your fault that you are in the borderline. Okay. I was like, really? So I went to school dean. Okay. I computer science department school dean, and so he talked to this female professor and who used to work for a big company. I'm not sure it was Intel or Microsoft or IBM. Okay, so but still she was kind of laid back, even immorally so, to the extent of bordering immorality, because she refused to correct her error because she knew I was right and she was wrong. She made this mistake. She gave it the wrong answer. So yeah, this school computer science school dean, department dean, he talked to her, and then she called me to her office and she started yelling at me. Hey, why did you have to come to me first? Why did you have to go to my boss first and then give me this difficult time from my boss? I was like, Professor, I came to you first, but you didn't listen. That's why I had to go over your head. That's how women are. Women are so emotional as opposed to rational. So, that was midterm exam. Now, final exam, I studied extra hard. So, I was way above this borderline A and AB level. So yeah, I got an A in this class because I study extra hard because in the final exam, she made the same mistake again. It was a multiple choice. She gave it wrong answer. Did I go back to see her? No, I didn't because I know I didn't have to because I would had very well comfortable A margin. So I was no longer in the borderline. In a sense, I took her advice. So I didn't go back to her, try to correct her error. No, I didn't bother because I didn't have to. I was no longer the borderline. So yeah, in a way, I took her advice. Okay, so. But she made the same mistake twice. Once in the midterm exam and next final exam. She's so sloppy. Sloppy professor. Oh well, but nobody's perfect, so I don't blame her too much. I made her again because I took class. It was C/C++ class. I made her again, okay? But it was like pass and fail class, like 1 credit. Of course, I passed with comfortable margin. But yeah, I met her again, and we got along. We became friends, okay? So yeah, we got along. We became friends. It's just pass fail class, so no issue. Comfortable margin, no problem, okay? So she's cool, okay? Human beings, all right. Looking back at that time, it was painful. How long ago? About 20 years ago, okay? So, but looking back, now that it's all over, I can tell you with great enjoyment. At that time, it was painful. It was struggle, war, fight. But looking back, yeah, good old days. Because I'm not there anymore. Okay, I graduated. So looking back, it's all good memories. Okay, so we can laugh now. We can smile about it because water under the bridge. Okay, so so good. Okay, now what? Now that my lower back pain is gone, yeah, we can continue. Okay, so, but my voice is not doing very well, so we'll take a break, and then we'll move on. Okay, so yeah, I need some vocal rest. Yeah, we'll be back. Okay. We'll be back, okay? Take a break. No homework. So, let's take a break from economics. Let's go back to the US Army story, history, okay? My US Army career, 4 years. Yeah, it was great time. Good time, bad time. Looking back, it's all good time, okay? So, yeah, I talked shit about this Hispanic guy. He wasn't shitbag. He did his job, okay? So he's diligent. But every now and then, on this borderline issue, like putting his M16, loaded M16 on the shelf at the in the truck when we are transporting bumpy ride. Maybe there is no army regulation for that because it's very specific. Okay, but it's still wrong thing to do. If you are deployed to a war zone, you have your weapon 24/7, low ready. Okay, you don't put your weapon down when you can have it low ready. Of course, I mean when you are eating or you are in a bathroom, you are taking a shower. Yeah, you put it somewhere. Okay, I mean, if you have a sling, M16 sling, it will not be too easy to eat or take a shower or poop and pee. So yeah, they allow putting right next to you. But when you're transporting at the back of the LMTV truck, no, it's you are not supposed to put it somewhere else. You are supposed to have the sling on, low ready. Okay, so he's kind of smart guy. So he know, yeah, it's kind of borderline issue. Okay, like I was in the computer programming class. Yeah, it's kind of borderline. Okay, like lawsuit, right? Close case, kind of. He's yes, he's smart guy. I know. Okay, so and also he's fairly diligent guy. He's not lazy. I know that because he was in my company. No, no, no. He was not in company actually. He was in my battalion. We did not belong to the same Bravo company. What company was he? I don't know. Maybe Charlie, Delta, Alpha company. Maybe I don't know. But we are in the same battalion, but not same company. Okay. So yeah, he was Hispanic. I talked shit about him, and also when I practice martial art nowadays, yeah, I think of him and I punch him in imagination. Okay, because I need some motivation to practice my martial art. Okay, so yeah, I imagine that he's right here, and I do this. I grab his head and I do this. Okay, I do think of him. Maybe I change the topic of my martial art motivation. Maybe every week or every other week, I think of the people that I really disliked or dislike now. Then I imagine the presence of this person and I kick him, punch him, or kick her or punch her in my imagination, not physically. Okay, yeah. Before this guy, it was who was before this guy in my imagination. Who did I punch in my imagination? Yeah, I'm imagining this person is right here and I actually punch him or her or kick him or kick her. But it's all in my imagination. But do I actually do it in the air, punching in the air, kicking in the air? Yes, I do. Physically, I don't imagine myself punching and kicking. No, I actually do it. Like, you know, like, like, yeah, like, you know, yeah. I actually practice martial art, but this person is not here. I'm just imagining the presence of this person because this person pissed me off. So that's one way to get out of trouble. Okay, so when I'm with this person, like person to person, physically, I don't punch this person, I don't kick this person. But when I'm alone, yeah, I imagine the presence of this person. I kick this imaginary person, punch this imaginary person. It motivates me to practice martial art, turning curse into bless. Okay, that's the magic of humanological martial art. Okay, so yeah, this motherfucker was Hispanic. Okay, so but do I hate all Hispanics? No, some of my best friends are Hispanic. Okay, all right. Let me give you one example. Okay, so yeah, I was practicing hip hop, rap, and one of my superiors who happened to be some of my superiors who happened to be Hispanics, they recommended me to go up in this competition, holiday, Christmas or New Year's Eve competition, and they signed me up. They helped me express my artistic talent or lack thereof. Okay, so yeah, they were Hispanic. Some of my best friends are Hispanics. My superiors, yeah. Okay, all right. Do we need to erase this? Let's get back to this, okay? Because yeah, let's erase it, okay? So I took a picture of this, I wrote it down, so recorded it in the video on camera, so it's all good. So I opened the window with my fingers because, yeah, I train my fingers with finger push-ups. Okay, you wanna see it? I show you. Sure. I show you my finger push-up. When I was in the U.S. Army, I was able to do 3 finger push-up. One hand, right hand or left hand, but one hand. 3 finger push-up like this. Okay. That was when I was in my early 30s. Right now, I'm all in my early 40s. So it's like 10 years ago. Okay. Because I trained 10 finger, then 5 finger, and 3 finger over months, several months. Okay. Because I learned those techniques from my friends. I have a lot of friends who are very excellent martial artists. So they told me to punch and kick very hard surface like metal or concrete, pillar. I learned that from my friends. Okay, that's very. It's kind of traditional martial art where you punch or kick very hard surface. Yeah, that's very Chinese kung fu kind of training. Okay, so yeah, some of my friends they know about that, so they told me and I learned. Okay, so let's. Right now I can only do 10 finger. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, all right, 10 finger push up. Okay. All right. I'm resting my feet on the chair. Okay. Oh, 1, 2. Oh, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I exercise like this on a regular basis. Okay, finger push up. Yeah, that's how I strengthen my fingers. But if you want to do it, you have to do it gradual fashion. Okay, do the push up on your knees first. Okay, yeah, you can do 10 finger. Okay, but do it on your knee, not your feet. Okay, it's a lot easier. Okay, then your feet, then whatever. Okay, so I mean, if you want to, if you're interested. Okay, so this fruit fly. My martial art sucks because I cannot even kill one fruit fly, man. Oh my goodness, what a shame. Okay. Now we're gonna deal with 2 curves, okay? Because so far today, we only dealt with 1 transactional demand curve, okay? Last time we briefly talked about supply-driven economy, right? But there's not much to it because it's like this. Let's say you invent something. You invent some brand new product. So you market it, right? You produce your product. It may succeed or it may fail. It's not up to you. Yeah, you can create, innovate, invent anything you want. But whether people are gonna buy your product or not, that's not up to you. It's up to the people. Look at me. I made a movie, but I'm not famous. Not yet. Or perhaps never. Because, yes, I made a movie, but people didn't like it very much. At least so far. Okay? So, yeah, I don't get to make any money. Although I spent at least one full year and about $5,000. 1 year of my life, at least, and $5,000 of my money. That's huge investment. So I made this movie, right? But people, not many people liked it. Okay, some people did. My friends and families, some of them liked it. But in general, most people didn't really care for it. Okay, so yeah, now I'm not making any money. Okay, this humanology series. For now, it's just my families and friends. Some of them. So I came up with this product invention, these theories, but it's not taking off. People don't quite want it, so I'm not making any money. Okay, so if you invent something, whether it's gonna sell or not, whether you're gonna make money or not, it's not up to you. It's up to the people, consumers. Why? Because they are your superior. If you are a seller, producer, businessman, business owner, consumers, customers, the people, they are your boss because they are the ones who give you your wages, salary, money. Okay? The money giver, they are your boss, always. If let's say I'm an employee and I have employers, they give me money, salary. I work for them, right? So the money giver is always the boss, superior, somebody higher than you. Okay? Like the sun and the earth, heaven and the earth. Yeah, sun give the earth energy, sunlight. Yeah, electromagnetic wave, right? So they are the boss. Okay? Heaven and the earth, sun and the earth. Okay? Star and planet, whatever. It's the planets that revolve around a star. Planets like Mars, Venus, the Earth, Neptune, Jupiter. Okay? Mercury, whatever. Alright? We are the subordinates, employees of this central star. In our work hours, 40 hours a week, when we are in the office, we revolve around this one boss, the central figure, the star, the bread owner, money maker, rainmaker, okay? We revolve around the boss. We work for this boss, superior. Okay? Because the boss, employer, he or she give us the money, salary, wages. Okay? Now, these so-called bosses, employers, yeah, they're business owners, so they sell goods and services. They're products of this company, right? Who do they serve? Yeah, it's the customers, consumers. Because they are the one who purchase the product and give them the money. Money giver is always higher, superior. Okay? So, that's why supply and demand, it cannot be equally independent. No. It's always the demand that kind of trumps over the supply. Okay? Because you may come up with brand new invention, but whether people are going to like it or not, it's not up to you. It's up to them, the people. Okay? So 90% of the brand new business, startup business, they fail, they go belly up, bankrupt, they fold up, and they go back to this status of being an employee. Yeah, they try to be an employer, but 90% of them fail and they go back to the employee. 9 to 5, Monday to Friday kind of job. Only 10% of them actually become an employer permanently, long term basis. 90% of them fail. Only 10% of them succeed in this brand new business venture, okay? And 90% of them, they just go back to employment. They can try again, and they may succeed next time. I heard these stories because many of my friends are private business owners, ex-employees, now employers. I have many friends like that. Okay, so yeah, I hear all these stories. Okay, give me one second. Let me chat with my friends. Okay, okay. Okay. What were we talking about? I don't recall. What were we talking about? Yeah, I'm drunk. Okay. Were we talking about economics or something else? I don't recall. Yeah, business, right? Small business owner. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the bottom line is this: you may come up with a brand new invention. It can go either way. Okay, your brand new product, it can lead to a brand new market. You can be a supplier who drives, who leads the demand. Yeah, supply can create demand, like Steve Jobs. Internet, personal computer, PC market. Yeah, it's a supply driven economy. Driven economy. Okay, this brand new invention like light bulb, electricity by Thomas Edison, or alternating current by Te- Nikola Tesla or something. Yeah, or car, airplane, helicopters, drones. It didn't exist before, so demand did not exist before. But once it's invented, it's selling like hotcake, pancake. Okay, so yeah, so sometimes supply can drive, lead, create demand. Supply side economy, kind of supply driven economy. That does happen. Invention. Okay? But that's not always the case. That's only 10% of the case. 90% of the case, you come up with a brand new idea, brand new invention, and nobody want it. Okay? I may be one of them. Then all these theories will be buried with me, die with me, and you will be in the cemetery. Okay, so it's all up to what people want. In humanology, people is God, God is people. Okay, if we are serving God, it means we are serving the people. If we are serving the people, it means we are serving God. So it's up to God. It's up to the people. Okay, whether we're gonna our brand new invention is gonna succeed or not on a long term basis. Long term, because many times it happens on the short term, we may fail, nobody pays attention to us, but in the long term, even after we are dead, we can be posthumously famous. Like Franz Kafka, Spinoza, Galois, Abel, many people, they became posthumously famous. Okay, so that can happen. Okay, so let's not give up. Okay, but let's keep pushing. Okay, keep marching on. So that's why religion is so great. Let's have some faith, belief, belief in miracle, hope, faith, belief. That's not science. That's religion. In humanology, we are half science, half religion. We love religion. It's like mother and father, science and religion. Okay, so we love them both equally. Okay, so all right, take 5. Okay, or 10. Okay, we have 1 hour left, so yeah, my bag. I have no back pen anymore, so good. Okay, take 5. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're back. Right. Uh, I mean, it's we have 1 hour left, man. Oh, it's too much. Too many hours left. 1 hour. Oh. I mean, do you wanna keep doing economics chat bullshit? I mean, come on. Don't you think we had enough of economics chat today? We had enough for today, okay? So we'll continue tomorrow, okay? God willing, inshallah. We're gonna continue economics discussion tomorrow, okay? Because I had enough. I don't know about you, but I have very short attention span, okay? So I had enough of that for today, right? So no more economics, no more fucking mathematics, okay? So I mean, I had enough. Don't you? Didn't you? I had enough. I don't always want to study. No, I want to have fun, some fun. Okay, so let me text you with my friends. Okay, with vodka. I'm at home. I'm not driving anywhere, so I can drink all I want as long as my body can take it. As long as my esophagus can tolerate it. Hey. Mm. Just chatting with my friends. Okay, making some jokes. What joke did I make? Not gonna tell you. Okay, so just some jokes. I experiment with my friends. Okay, I try to push their buttons. All right. So we have 1 hour left. What else do we talk about? I'm sorry. Yeah, just chatting with my friends. I mean, is there anything else? Okay, let's talk about KKK, neo-Nazi, white supremacist. Oh, yeah, we can talk about them, right? Yeah, give me 1 second. Let's ventilate the air. So this what El Paso massacre in what August 2019, right? Like last weekend. I mean, he's not even white. Look at his face. Look at his skin tone. He's not a white guy. He's brown. Most likely Middle Eastern descent, like half Middle Eastern, perhaps even Hispanic. Okay, but probably not Hispanic. But I look at his face in this mugshot. He's most likely half white, half Middle Eastern, but he's not white. He's brown. Okay, and he's a white supremacist, a violent kind, criminal kind even. Okay, so, but he's not even white. Some friends of mine joke to me, yeah, I'm an Asian white supremacist. Okay, but because yeah, I want to protect and preserve the white race, purity, integrity thereof. I don't want white race to be mixed with other races because white is very vulnerable race. They are pink, white, red, blonde, and if they mix with Asians and blacks or Arabs, Jews, their children will not be white. Okay, because white is the only colorless color. So anti ultra interracialism is very much scientific. Okay, we are not talking about race, and it's not conservative either. It's very much liberal. We are trying to protect and preserve this endangered species. Yeah, white supremacists, yeah, they talk about white genocide. It's kind of an uneducated term. Okay, we rather call it anti-ultra interracialism. Or yeah, we rather call this micro genocide as opposed to white genocide. Because we are more educated, okay, so yeah, all these ethnic non-white horn dogs, yeah, they wanna have sex with white girls like Jared Kushner, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, Steven Spielberg, Steve Mnuchin, Bruce Lee, Tiger Woods, Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson, Jimi Hendrix, Rabbi Zacharias. Yeah, all these non-white ethnic horn dogs who want to fuck white women, who want to have sex with white women. Why? Because yeah, we guys, ethnic men, non-white men, we do fantasize about having sex with white girls. We do, okay. But the rest of us are decent. We have some respect for the white race. So we want to protect and preserve the white race so that these beautiful young white girls would marry white guys and they would have purely white Caucasian babies. But they are so beautiful. They have blue eyes, white skin, blonde hair, red hair, green eyes, pink skin. Oh, they are so beautiful. White people are very beautiful, okay? So we don't want to destroy this white race. We want to protect and preserve this beauty. Okay? There's a philosophy and morality and ethics of anti-ultra interracialism. Okay? Okay, let me talk to my friends, okay? So I need some vocal rest. Right. All right. So these white supremacists, KKK, neo-Nazis, they're very uneducated people, but we humanologists, we have, I don't know about you, but me, yeah, I'm well read, I'm educated because I was lucky, okay? I didn't choose my parents. My parents happen to be very educated people. It's not to my credit, it's to credit of my parents, okay? I happen to be born into this household who's very well educated, upper middle class, okay? So college graduates, graduate schools, whatever. But these poor KKK, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, they're uneducated people. Okay, it's not their fault. So they don't know the nuance, innuendo, subtlety. Freaking fruit fly, man. Yeah, I do like this as a brute, uneducated person because when it comes to fruit flies and mosquitoes, the only thing that works is a brute force. Okay. Ah man, I still didn't get it. Oh my god, this fucking fruit fly is a ninja, man. It's not Ninja Turtle, it's ninja. It's not American Ninja Turtle, it's Japanese ninja. This fruit fly, for 3 days, I cannot get this guy. Always escape my this grip. Yeah, my kung fu socks, my martial arts socks. Okay, so I cannot even kill this one fruit fly in my house. Yeah, you can kick my ass. Okay, I suck. I'm not a very good martial artist. I cannot even kill this fruit fly in my house. I suck at martial art. Okay, so all right. So some not all, but a few minority of white supremacists are violent and murderers. Domestic terrorism, right? But most white supremacists or neo-Nazis or neo-KKK in America, they are non-violent. Most of them, okay? They're just so uneducated. they don't understand the subtlety of language. They don't have any nuance, innuendo. So they are not violent, criminal kind of people. Most of the white supremacists, neo-Nazis, or neo-KKK in America, they are most of them are non-violent. They are not criminal. Okay, they just don't know how to express this concept, the conservation, protection, and preservation of the white race. They don't know how to express in a subtle, non-offensive, humorous, more intellectual way because they are uneducated. They are rednecks. Okay? Me, I'm not even white. All those neo KKK, neo Nazis, neo white supremacists, they may hate me just because I'm not white. They may tell me, say to me, "Oh, go back to your fucking Asian country. You are not American? Yeah, go back to your fucking country, man. What the fuck are you doing here in America?" They may say that to me, okay? So because I'm not white, okay? They may be true racist. Who knows? I don't know. I have met them actually, okay? I have met a couple, okay? And they did tell me to go back to my fucking country on my fucking face. What did I do? I didn't say anything, okay? So, because I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to fight. And do I debate, argue with them verbally? No. That's my waste of time because I have better things to do. Economics, mathematics, humanology, foreign language learning, you name it, okay? I wouldn't waste my time arguing with fucking this Caucasian knuckleheads. No, no. I have better things to do, okay? Okay. Let me have this wine, red wine. Kind of fermenting in this room temperature. No cover, okay, it's oxidizing, making it acidic, okay, so. Californian Burgundy, dirt cheap wine. But to me, this is the best one. It tastes so good. Californian red wine. Oh, dry red wine. Okay, it's Burgundy. So classic. It has this deep, profound, suave, smooth. Oh, there we okay. Get this. I still didn't get it. Okay, fruit fly man is bugging me. I didn't get it. Okay, so yeah, my martial art sucks. Okay, so I cannot even kill this one fruit fly in my house. My martial art sucks. Okay, Ninja Turtle fruit fly man. My martial arts sucks. I'll admit. Yeah, so white supremacists, KKK, neo Nazis, they're uneducated people, okay? But some of their ideas is sound and sane, okay? They want to protect and preserve the purity, integrity of the. Fruit flies. Yeah, we as well, I personally as a humanologist, yeah, we agree. I agree. Yeah, we need to protect and preserve the purity, integrity of the white race because they are beautiful. Blonde hair, red hair, blue eyes, red hair, white skin, pink skin, green eyes. I mean, there is no other race who have that. It's only the Caucasian white race. Okay? It's one of kind and unique. So we do want to protect and preserve this beautiful race as opposed to destroy it. That's why ultra internationalism is satanic because it destroys this beautiful white race. Ted Cruz, Michael Rubio, Bruce Lee, Steve Merchant, Steven Spielberg, Jamie Foxx, Quincy Jones, Jimi Hendrix, Tiger Woods, Steve Merchant, Jared Kushner, all these non-white ethnic men wanting to have sex with beautiful young white girls and marrying them, fucking them, it is micro genocide. Okay? They are killing the white race. Because their children are white. They have brown eyes, black hair, brown skin. I look at Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner. Their daughter, the granddaughter of President Trump, she looks like Hispanic. Brown face, skin, brown eyes, black hair. She looks like Hispanic because Jared Kushner is a Jew. He's ethnic, he's Middle Eastern. He's not white. Ivanka Trump, she's totally white. She's blonde hair, white skin. But this Jared Kushner, his sperm polluted the white race of Ivanka Trump because their children look like Hispanic, brown eyes, brown skin, brown hair. So this legacy of this Caucasian race is dead, is killed by this lust, greed, sexual lust of Jared Kushner, this ethnic man who wanting to have who want to have sex with this blonde 100% white girl. That's the ultra interracialism. Okay? And President Trump, he was okay with that. He cannot even protect and preserve his daughters. He give them to ethnic men, Jews. Why? Because it's politically and economically, financially, business-wise profitable. Because Jews, oh, they got a lot of money, right? So President Trump, he sold out his two daughters to Jews, ethnic men, to be more profitable, to be more politically popular. That's President Trump. He got no soul. He got no backbone. He's no better than President Barack Obama. He's a sellout, just like President Barack Obama. They're both sellouts. I don't think ex-Vice President Biden would be any better. He went along with gay marriage, transgender surgery. Yeah, ex-Vice President Joe Biden. He went along with gay marriage, transgender surgery in the US Army with taxpayers' money. He went along with that. He got no backbone. Weak people. Okay? I'm not that. No. I don't care if I will ever become the president of the United States. I don't give a fucking fuck. But I will not compromise my morality, ethics, my religion. Okay? I don't do that. Okay, so I'm running for president. If you want some president with some backbone, a real man, you vote for me. Come 2020 November. And then I will be your president. Okay? You and I together will save America and save the world. Okay? Okay, let's call it a night. Thank you.